burning the ships as a strategy to increase rates of progress. So in my private life, I think I'm oscillating between two different extremes. The first one is the burn the bridges approach. The idea, I think, stems from some conquerors who then, after arriving, burned the ships, so there was only one way to go. The second extreme, I think I could describe as ultra-conservatism, basically trying to make sure to skew the probabilities of things in the future to basically my advantage. This could mean already planning a thing a year in advance, which sometimes I did in the past, like scheduling calendar events for the next couple of Christmas events with the family. To a certain extent ridiculous, but to a certain extent I think also rational. So recently I did one thing, which was again more of the burn the ships approach. And also with video production I have kind of the same approach. It's post or delete. If I record a video and I don't hit everything right, then I have to delete it right away. I cannot store it in the ether. And this has led me to now publishing 13,000 videos on YouTube. I think the pipeline is now quite optimized. Of course, there are still further optimizations to be done, but compared to, let's say, a couple of years ago. So this one big thing I did basically laid out lots of strategy, which I otherwise would have held under closure. And in the interpretation of this step, I'm again oscillating between this was useful and this was total nonsense. I'm not sure yet. And of course, it also depends on the outcome. So it seems often that I cannot really tell whether something is indeed useful, or basically whether something, if it is useful or not useful, is basically just above the threshold of utility, one could say. Or let's say one could model utility as 0 to 1, and then everything that's minus is not useful, and 0 is a neutral impact. I burned the ship. I laid out all my cards, and basically up until now the strategy seems to have not worked. But of course, I don't know. Maybe in 10 years it will be different.